the Little Lambs Show. Come on, Nancy kids. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Calling all children, it's time to gather round. God's little children, it's time to gather round now. Little lambs faithful to God's commands. Blessed ones, the children in the church of Christ. It's time for our soul, it's time to sing and play, and for our faith to grow. By loving only our God's way. Little members of the Church of Christ, let's all gather round today.
Et bonsoir. Bonjour à tous nos téléspectateurs, auditeurs, parents et enfants dans le monde entier. In English, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Hello to all our viewers and listeners, parents and kids all over the world. It's Saturday again, and welcome our favorite visual kids radio kids show, INCRadio Little Lambs, the show for kids where we learn the life of Bible characters, different languages, interesting facts about food, plants, pets, and places. Most importantly, we are taught Christian values and character building. Since we are visual radios, our listeners can actually watch us on YouTube. Just type in search INCRadio and click live now. And now we have Sister Isla for our giving of thanks.
Before we introduce our guest, we would like to express our special thanks to Brother Angelo Iranio Manalo, CEBSI President and CEO. Thank you po. And our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you very much po for allowing us to have this INCRadio Little Lambs. We love you po. We promise to be always united with you by being active in the many church activities and always obedient to God's commandments.
Thank you so much, Sister Isla. And hello to all our viewers once again. I'm Sister Alec, your chat co-host for today. And before we move on to our next segment, our weather segment, we'd first like to introduce our teacher for today. From Miami, Florida, we have Sister Jean Jimeno. Hello po, Teacher Jean.
Hi everyone! Hello, happy Saturday to all of you, the wonderful kids, awesome kids of the Iglesia ni Cristo Church of Christ. How are you guys? How was your 1 week of studying? Your school? Awesome. Good job, kids. All right, so for our viewers and listeners, please stay with our program today on INCRadio Little Lambs for 1 hour of our show. Enjoy with us with the kids. The kids here are going to learn Bible stories. We have fun activity as well. And join us in our YouTube live chat by sending your comments, your greetings, especially to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We would like to greet you po. Our warmest greetings to your 15th year anniversary of dynamic leadership as Executive Minister of the Iglesia ni Cristo or Church of Christ. We love you po, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. All right, so kids and Sister Alec, let's move on.
Thank you, po. Let's move on to our weather segment. So here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, it is currently 21 degrees Celsius and it is cloudy. And we also might experience rainfall in the afternoon. Now let's move on there with Brother GJ there in Ontario.
Thank you po, Sister Alec. Here in Toronto, Canada, Ontario po, it is currently 13 degrees and currently cloudy. Thank you po.
Thank you, po. How about there in Ontario as well, we have Sister Isla.
Where are we?
In Jacksonville, Florida.
Here in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 79 degrees and it is mostly cloudy today. Thank you po.
I'm so sorry, Sister Isla. Yes, in Florida. Now we could go as well there in Miami, Florida, we have Sister Michaela and Brother Keelan.
Here in Miami, Florida, it is partly cloudy and it is 86 degrees Fahrenheit.
Thank you po. Now let's move on to Sister Ansi there in Brazil.
Cumprimentos a todos. Aqui em Copacabana, Brasil, 11, sábado de manhã. Hoje está ensolarado com temperatura de 24 graus Celsius ou 79 graus Fahrenheit. Obrigada. In English, greetings to all. Here in Copacabana, Brazil, 11 Saturday morning. Today is sunny with a temperature of 24 degrees Celsius or 79 degrees Fahrenheit po. Thank you po.
Thank you po. Now let's move on there in Sweden. We have Sister Tenten and Sister Victoria.
Hello everyone, and the weather here in Stockholm, Sweden po, it's 25 degrees po, and it's 25 degrees Celsius po, and it's pretty sunny po. And it's Swedish po. Hello, hej till alla, hej till allihopa. Och vädret här i Stockholm, Sverige är det 25 grader Celsius och det är 25 grader och det är soligt.
Thank you po, sisters. Now let's move on there in Africa. We have Sister Elaine.
Here in Uganda, Africa, it's currently 26 degrees Celsius po, and it's mostly cloudy po. Thank you po.
Thank you po. Now let's move on to Asia. We have Sister Kate there in Malaysia.
Hai semua, kota di Malaysia adalah 32 dan juga cerah dan kebanyakannya ceria. In English po, hi everyone, the weather here in Malaysia was 32 degrees Celsius and also sunny and mostly clear po.
Thank you po. Now let's move there in Vietnam. We have Sister Christine and Brother David.
Hello po. The weather here in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam po is 27 Celsius and it is partly cloudy po and later it might rain po today. Thank you po.
Thank you po, sister. Now, last but not least, we have Brother Sean there in Macau to give our weather report.
Today po in Macau, it's 28 degrees and it's slightly raining. Then
Is it evening there, Brother Sean?
yeah, but
Okay, it's okay, Brother Sean. All right, Brother Sean, thank you so much. It's okay, Brother Sean. All right. Let's move on to Brother GJ. What about Brother GJ in French? What is that? In Canada, where are you at?
I'm currently in Toronto, Canada, po. Sorry, po. Can you repeat the question, po? What is in French?
Your weather.
Weather. Yes, po. Sorry, po. Bonjour à tous. Ici à Toronto, Canada, il fait actuellement 13 degrés et il est nuageux. And in English, po, here in Toronto, Canada, it is currently 13 degrees and currently cloudy, po. Thank you, po.
Thank you so much, Brother GJ. All right, so Sister Alec, what's our next segment?
Our next segment po is our word of the show and presented by Sister Tenten and Sister Victoria.
Hello everybody, it's time for your favorite segment. Are you ready to unscramble the letters? Let's go and find out our word of the show. Z I U Q U, which means a test of knowledge, especially a brief, informal set of questions given to students. Thank you, po.
All right, thank you so much, Sister Tenten and Sister Victoria. That's wonderful there. Two, it's not ZQ, okay? As our word of the show, okay? You have to unscramble that word, and we're gonna learn that from today. I would like also to acknowledge Sister Ayla. Can you please introduce to us your sister?
Hello everyone. So my sister here, what's your name?
Ivory.
This is my sister Ivory. She's going to be joining us today.
Okay. Hi, our sister Ivory. How old are you, sister?
5.
5 years old. Are you going to school yet?
No, we do homeschool.
Homeschool. Awesome. Okay, thank you so much for joining INCRadio Little Lambs today. All right. Okay, so let us now have our Bible story. Are you ready? Okay, you're gonna be ready for our Bible story now. And this is about King Solomon. Okay, remember King Solomon was appointed by our Almighty God to build the temple for God. So let us find out and use your imagination about how the temple looked like. Okay, so King Solomon began to build the temple. This was 480 years after the people of Israel had left Egypt. This was the fourth year of King Solomon's rule over Israel. It was the second month, the month of Ziv. The temple was 90 feet long and 30 feet wide. It was 45 feet high. There was a porch across the 30-foot width of the temple that extended out 15 feet. Within the temple, he made narrow, deep sealed windows. Against the outside walls, he built a supporting structure in which there were smaller rooms. The lower floor was 7.5 feet wide, the middle floor 9 feet, and the third floor 10.5 feet. He had projecting ledges built into the outside temple walls to support the beams. The stone blocks for the building of the temple were all prepared at the quarry so that the building site itself was reverently quiet. No noise from hammers and chisels and other iron tools. The entrance to the ground floor was at the south end of the temple. Stairs led to the second floor and then to the third. Solomon built and completed the temple, finishing it off with roof beams and planks of cedar. The supporting structure along the outside walls was attached to the temple with cedar beams, and the rooms in it with 7.5 feet tall. The Lord spoke his word to Solomon. Obey all my laws and commands. If you do, I will do for you what I promised your father David. And I will live among the children of Israel in this temple you are building. I will never leave the people of Israel. The inside walls were covered from floor to ceiling with cedar boards, and the floor was made from pine boards. At the back part of the temple was a room 30 feet long. It was called the Most Holy Place, a room prepared to keep the Ark of the Covenant. It was divided from the rest of the temple by cedar boards reaching from floor to ceiling. The main sanctuary, the room in front of the Most Holy Place, was 60 feet long. The Most Holy Place was a cube 30 feet each way, all plated with gold. The entire interior of the temple was cedar with carvings of fruits and flowers. All cedar, none of the stone was exposed. The altar of cedar was also gold plated. Everywhere you look, there was pure gold walls, ceiling, floor, and altar, dazzling. Then he made two cherubim, 15 feet tall, gigantic angel-like figures from olive wood, had them gold plated, and placed them in the most holy place. He then carved engravings of cherubim, palm trees, and flower blossoms on all the walls of both the inner and the main sanctuary. The floors of both rooms were covered with gold. Doors made from olive wood with carvings of cherubims, palm trees, and flowers, and all of the carvings were covered with gold. The most holy place was built and enclosed with walls with 3 rows of cut stones and 1 row of cedar boards. The fountain for God's temple was laid in the 4th year of King Solomon's reign in the month of Ziv, second month. It was completed in the 11th year in the month of Bul, the 8th month, down to the last detail, just as planned. It took Solomon 7 years to build it. And that's the end of our very short Bible story. And I hope you use your imagination to figure out in your mind how beautiful is the temple for the glory of our Almighty God. All right, let us now have our Bible quiz with Sister Michaela and Brother Kaylan as our quiz masters. Go ahead.
For our first question po, how many years after the people left Egypt did Solomon build the temple?
Letter A, 40. Letter B, 48. Letter C, 480. Or letter D, 400.
Okay, Sister Victoria.
Letter C po. 480 po.
Okay, good job, Sister Victoria and Sister Tenten. And let's move on to the next question.
For our second question po, what year of King Solomon's rule did they start to build the temple?
Letter A, 40. Letter B, letter A, 3rd. Letter B, 4th. Letter C, 5th. Or letter D, 6th.
Can we have another hand, please, Sister Ayla?
Letter B, the 4th year.
Okay, perfect. That's awesome. Thank you, Sister Ayla. Next question.
Back then, the month of Zib was also known as what month?
Letter A, the first month. Letter B, the 2nd month. Letter C, the 3rd month. Or letter D, the 4th month.
Sister Tintin?
B, the 2nd month po.
Excellent. That's correct, Sister Tintin. And let's move on to the next question.
How long was the temple?
Letter A, 100 feet long. Letter B, 50 feet long. Letter C, 90 feet long. Or letter D, 200 feet.
We have Sister Ivory.
Letter C. 90 feet long.
Okay, good job, Sister Ivory and Sister Ayla. That is the correct answer. Next question.
How wide was the temple?
Letter A, 40 feet wide. Letter B, 60 feet wide. Letter C, 30 feet wide. Or letter D, 50 feet wide.
Yes, Sister Elaine.
Letter C po, 30 feet wide po.
Okay, that is correct, Sister Elaine. Thank you so much. Next question.
How high was the temple?
Letter A, 50 feet high. Letter B, 45 feet high. Letter C, 40 feet high. Or letter D, 35 feet high.
Yes, Sister Tenten and Sister Victoria.
Letter B po. 45 feet high po.
Okay, very good. Go next question.
Where was the stone blocks for the temple prepared?
Letter A, because letter A at the quarry. Letter B at the temple. Letter C in one of the rooms outside the temple. Or letter D, right in front of the temple.
Okay, let's Brother GJ.
A at the quarry po.
Good job, Brother GJ. Brother GJ, can you check our YouTube live chat if who joined us?
Yes po. For those who joined us po in our Bible, in our Bible, sorry po, Bible questions po is Ka Christian Rhoda po.
Okay, thank you, Brother Arch Christian Roda. So those who are still planning to join us in our quiz, can you please type in your answers? Next question, Sister Michaela.
Why were the stones prepared at the quarry?
Letter A, because it was happy to carry. Letter B, there was more workers at the quarry. Letter C, to keep the temple reverently silent. Or letter D, it is easy to clean up in the quarry.
Yes, Brother Sean.
C. To keep the temple re, re,
Reverently.
re, huh?
Reverently.
Reverently silent.
Okay, very good, Brother Sean. Next question.
Where is the entrance to the ground floor located?
Letter A, north end of temple. Letter B, south end of temple. Letter C, east end of temple. Or letter B, D, west end of temple.
Yes, Sister Ansi.
Letter B po, south end of the temple po.
Okay, very good. Good job, Sister Ansi. Next question.
How many floors did the temple have?
Letter A, 1 floor. Letter B, 2 floors. Letter C, 3 floors. Or letter D, 4 floors.
Yes, Sister Alec.
C, 3 floors po.
All right, good job, Sister Alec. Next question.
What did our Almighty God instruct King Solomon to do so that he will fulfill his promise?
Letter A, finish the temple way. Letter B, make the temple bigger. Letter C, obey the laws of the government. Or letter D, obey all of God's laws and commandments.
All right, Sister Victoria and Sister Tenten.
Letter D po. Obey all of God's laws and commandments.
Good job. Thank you. Next question.
What covered the entire interior of the temple so stones wouldn't be seen?
Letter A, heavy curtains. Letter B, cedar. Letter B, letter C, plastic. Or letter D, metal.
Okay, Sister Kate.
B, cedar po.
Okay, very good, Sister Kate. Next question.
The floor of the temple is made up of what kind of wood?
Letter A, pine wood. Letter B, olive wood. Letter C, cedar. Or letter D, mahogany.
Sister Ansi.
Letter A po, pine wood po.
Yeah, good job, Sister Ansi. Next question.
The door of the temple, on the other hand, is made up of what kind of wood?
Letter A, pine wood. Letter B, olive wood. Letter C, cedar. Or letter D, mahogany.
Brother David.
B, olive wood po.
Okay, very good. That's correct. Next question.
What covers the cedar wall, pinewood floors, and olive wood doors?
Letter A, silver. Letter B, bronze. Letter C, platinum. Or letter D, gold.
All right, Sister Ayla.
Letter D, it's gold.
Okay, good job, Sister Ayla. Next question.
What was the room at the back end of the temple prepared to keep the Ark of Covenant?
Letter A, main sanctuary. Letter B, most holy place. Letter C, the foyer. Or letter D, the porch.
All right, Sister Ivory.
Letter
Let her be the most holy place.
Good job, Sister Ivory. Next question.
The temple construction. The temple construction started during the fourth year of King Solomon's reign. What year did it finish?
Letter A, the 10th year. Letter B, the 11th year. Letter C, the 12th year. Letter D, the 13th year.
Brother David.
B, 11th year po.
Good job, Brother David. And last question.
How many years did it take for King Solomon to finish the temple?
Letter A, 5. Letter B, 6. Letter C, 7. Or letter D, 8.
All right, Brother Sean.
7.
Oh, yes. That's correct, Brother Sean. 7 years. Okay. All right. Very good. Good job, everybody. And that is our Bible quiz. What about on the YouTube live chat, Brother GJ? Can you please check
Yes
who
po.
got the correct answers?
Yes po. For those who got the correct answers po, is Ka Ophelia Ibanez po and Ka R. Christian Roda. Thank you po.
Thank you. Okay. So I would like to add some more questions here just for fun. Let's have some math questions. Okay. You know multiplication, you know division. Everybody, raise your hand. Yes, good job. Okay, let me see. Sister Kate, how tall are you, Sister Kate?
I haven't been checking po.
You have not checked your height. Okay. What about Sister Ansi? How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet.
Okay, very good. That's a good number. 5 feet. Okay, my first question. You see, you have here the size or of the temple, right? So if the temple is, what's the size of the temple again? You have here 90 feet, 30 feet, 45 feet high. If the temple is 45 feet high and Sister Ansie's height is 5, how many times of her height to reach the height of the temple? She's 5 feet. So how many times, how tall would be Sister Ansie to make it to 45 feet? Yeah, Sister Ansie.
So if I'm 5 foot po, and then I have to divide 90 with 5
No,
po,
no, it's
right po?
45. 45. It's 45 feet high.
Ah, it's 9 po.
Is Sister Ansie correct, everyone? Yes, good job, Sister Ansie. So 45 feet. So Sister Ansie has to be like 9 times. Okay, one on top of the other of Sister Ansie. That's how high was the temple. What about if it's 30 feet wide? How many times of Sister Ansie's height, like if she's laying on the floor, to make it to 30 feet? Anybody? Yes, Brother GJ.
6 times po.
6 times. So if Sister Ansie is laying on the floor, that's her height is 5 feet. So she has to be like 6 times to make it to 30 feet. Good job. Okay. So again, have you imagined the temple? It's pure gold, right? There is gold on the doors, and that's how King Solomon built the temple. Okay, and it is for the glory of our Almighty God. Beautiful, beautiful temple. What is the equivalent of temple in our time that is used to worship God? Yes, Sister Michaela?
Our chapels, like places of worship po?
Yes, very good. So it's our place of worship, the especially if it's already offered to God. Okay, so we call it our place of worship or the building of worship. Okay, that is the place where we worship our multi God. What is the part of the temple wherein the congregation are seated. What do you call that? Sister Alec?
The main sanctuary po.
Yes, good job, Sister Alec. Okay, the main sanctuary is the where the congregation or the brethren are seated for worship. What do you call that part of the temple wherein the choir and the ministers are seated? Yes, Sister Ayla?
Is it the loft?
It's a choir loft, yes. That's on our time today, during the time of what you call this, of the Solomon in his temple. What do you call it? The most? Yes, brother GJ?
The most holy place po.
Yes, it's the most holy place. Okay, so that's where the minister is uh, preaching the words of our Almighty God. Okay, what are the rest of the parts of the temple? We have to. Okay, what is the importance of the place of worship when we worship our mighty God? Should we be noisy or should we be quiet? Yes, Sister Tenten?
We should listen and be quiet po.
Yes, okay. So, especially when the minister is teaching or preaching the words of our Almighty God, you should be quiet and listen to the words of our Almighty God. So, what is that? The reminder for us when we go to worship service? Should we be late or should we be early? Yes, Sister Alec.
Early po.
Yes, we should go to the worship service early. Okay, we should not be late. What is the purpose when we get to the place of worship? What should we do? While waiting for the choir to sing or while waiting, what does the everybody does while waiting for the choir to sing? What you do? Yes, brother Sean.
Is it pray?
Very good, brother Sean. Okay, we have to pray, right? We have to pray while waiting. We call it we meditate on the goodness of our Almighty God. We praise and worship our God through our prayers. Very good. We thank God for everything that He has done for us. Okay. What else? Um, should you be playing while the worship service or during worship service, kids? Uh, Sister Victoria, should you be playing in the worship service? Yes.
No.
No, you should not be playing. Okay. Okay. Should you join the hymn singing? Yes or no? Sister Ivory, do you join
Yes.
the Yes, you should join the choir in the hymn singing. Okay? Very good. Okay, so that is the importance of our worship service. What about who knows how to pray? Raise your hands. Everybody? Very good. Everybody knows how to pray. So you have to say your prayers when we have our worship service. Very good. Okay. So let us read, Brother GJ, some of the greetings that those who have joined us today.
Yes po, from Ka Janice La Cuesta. Hello, hello, little lambs. We love watching our awesome little lambs. From Ka Presi La Cuesta B. Happy watching to all po. From Ka Janice La Cuesta. Happiest birthday, Sister Juday po. Sorry po if I pronounce that wrong. From Sister Janice La Cuesta too po. Happiest birthday to Ate Jem. We love you po. Ate Jem. That's your Ate Tantan, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes, that's our original little lambs, and now she's already Kadiwa. Sister Tenten, how old is Ate Jem?
She is 19.
Ate is 19. She's our original little lambs. You can just imagine.
Happy
Congratulations,
birthday
happy
po.
birthday, Sister Jem. Okay, next.
Next po, from Ka or Christian Roda. Happy 15th anniversary of the dynamic leadership po of Ka Eduardo. Happy Saturday evening, everyone on INCRadio Little Lambs. Happy watching and greetings from locale of Noveleta district of Cavite here in the Philippines. From Ka Mario Oka po. Good evening here in the Philippines and stay safe, brethren. Greetings po from the locale of Brixtonville district of Caloocan North. From Ka Zion La Cuesta po, happy viewing to all. Happy birthday to Ate Jem and happy birthday to Tita Juday. From Ka, oh, From my mom po, Kaji Anagaspi. Happy watching po from the District of Greater Toronto. And hello, Little Lambs and Sister Jean po. From Kazayan La Cuesta po. Shout out po to Ate Tenten and Ate Victoria. From my mom again po. Hi Kuya JJ from my brother UB. Hi po mom. Hi UB. From sorry po if I pronounce your name wrong po. Priscilla Batan. Happy viewing po from Rizal. Um, from Ka Question Roda again po, happy Saturday evening, everyone on IC Radio Little Lambs, and happy watching po, and greetings from the locale of Noveleta, District of Cavite here in the Philippines. Next po is from Ka Eman Bondo po. We would like to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Happy 15th year of dynamic leadership in the Church of Christ. We love you po. From Ka Sally Samortin po, hello po Little Lambs family. Happy viewing po, greetings po from Babanduang Isabela West. Sorry po. And from Ka AJ Ancheta po, good morning po Little Lambs family. And from Ka Janice Lacuesta, happiest birthday Sister Jade.
All right, thank you, Brother GJ, and also from Sister Macaria, Francis Macaria. Happy viewing from the District of Caribbean, and would like to ask Kuya Tek, because we have our Sister Jade Esquito, our producer of the Little Lambs, has a birthday on September 4, as well as Sister Jem La Cuesta, our original Little Lambs. Can we play a happy birthday song to them, please, Kuya Tek? And that will serve as our break, okay? And would like to greet everyone who is
Happy birthday to you. Maligayang pati sa'yo. Happy birthday to you. Maligayang pati sa'yo. Happy birthday po!
Happy birthday! Thank you po, Kuya Tek. Happy birthday to everyone who celebrated birthday this September, especially to Sister Jem La Cuesta and Sister Jade Esquito, our producer of Little Labs. Okay, so let's have our next topic, Sister Alec. What's the next one?
We have our alphabet of virtues and Christian values book.
Okay, before we do that, what is our word of the show? Let's remind us, Sister Tenten, and let's unscramble the word.
ZIQU.
Okay, on the count of three, what is the word of the show? 1, 2, 3.
Quiz.
Quiz. Okay, anybody who can spell quiz? Yes, Brother Sean.
Is Quiz.
Good job, Brother Sean. Quiz. That's a quiz. All right, let's have our alphabet of virtues now and Christian values. So let's find out what is the difference between quiz, test, and exam. So what are the difference? Yes, first one, Brother GJ.
So first po, quizzes are brief and informal po, providing quick insights without a major impact on grades po.
Okay, what about tests? Sister
Uh,
Alec?
Tests, being more comprehensive, play a significant role in determining grades and in identifying areas for improvement.
And what about exams? Exams, Sister Ansi?
Exams are the most extensive, evaluating systematic knowledge and being crucial for course completion po.
All right, so you're going to school, right? You experience quizzes, tests, and exams. Okay, quiz are short ones, right? So after a lesson, probably you get your quizzes. Okay, so how to be always prepared for a quiz? Can you name one? How can you prepare for a quiz? Yes, Sister Ansi.
Always listening to the teacher about the subject, so when you're gonna write down something about the quiz po, you'll know what it is.
Okay, very good. should you, yes, you have to listen and take down notes. So what about studying? How do you study for a quiz? Yes, brother GJ.
Study ahead of your lesson, Paul.
Okay, very good. You study ahead of your lesson. Uh, Go ahead. What does that mean, brother GJ, when you study ahead of the lesson? What do you do?
Um, how I would describe it, Paul, is even before the lesson starts or before we receive the lesson, Paul, I would already take uh what do you call this, Paul? A step
Ahead?
ahead, Paul. Yeah, a step ahead from my class, Paul. So
Yes.
yeah.
What about you, brother, sister Alec?
For my teachers now, but because it's like college, but they send their slides for the class before, like usually a day before, but so what I do is I write my notes, but and then I leave spaces, so whatever I need to add, but that the teacher will say, I'll add to my notes, but.
Good job. Yeah, I know you're high tech now on your time, right? You have now your slides being sent to you. you when you study, you have to review them using your computer, and you can add notes, right? So your generation is really uh, into high technology, right? Okay, so what else aside from studying ahead and listening? What else? Are you going to sleep late, Sister Kate?
No po.
So what do you do?
Please get a good night's sleep and rest the night before the quiz po.
Good job, Sister Kate. Okay, so get a good night's rest. Okay, so don't overdo it. Don't overstudy, because what happens is you will forget the next day when you wake up. You feel so sleepy. You cannot answer the quiz. Okay, it's not good. What about you, Sister Tenten?
Create a clean study space.
Create a clean study space. Okay, that's a good one. Very good. What is this the most important thing that you have to do before you study? What is the most important thing? Yes, Sister Tenten, what do you do?
Make sure you can have like a place to study and make sure it's clean because if you're like in a place that is messy, you can't concentrate while studying.
Good job, Sister Tenten. That's very good. You have to organize your place of study. But what do we do? What is being taught to us before you study so that you will receive God's blessings? Sister Tenten. What is this? Sister Alec.
To pray before studying, but
Good job. Always remember. Who does that? You pray before you study? Raise your hands. Yes? Very good. Okay. Pray before you study and before taking your test. Okay? Or before the quiz. Oh, so how to effectively take a quiz? So, and for you to be able to pass the quiz, give me one. How do you, yeah, the quiz is being, for example, it's written and you have some questions. What should you do? Read each question. What's the word? How do you read each question? Starts with letter C. Sister Ansi.
Read each question carefully po.
Good job. Carefully. Okay, do not rush in reading. You should read. Make sure sometimes there are what do you call this, tricks, okay, that the teachers put in there, and you're gonna be tricked. Sometimes it's asked you for a negative. It's a negative question. Okay, so you have to be careful about it. So make sure you understand exactly what the question is asking. It's a good idea to underline or circle important words like except, all, never, etc. Be on the lookout for trick questions that are meant to throw you off. Okay, so for example, the question is all of these answers are correct except. Okay, then you have the choices A, B, C, and D. So you have to be careful. You have to look for the one that is not correct because the rest are correct. Right? Next question. Next Sister Alec?
Answer what you know first po.
Yes, very good. So answer what you know first. So because you have a time limit, for example, it's only good for 10 minutes quiz. So don't linger too much on those that you don't know what's the answer. Okay, so answer first those that you know. All right. What about doing this can help build your confidence with the easier questions under your belt? You'll hopefully feel better about tracking those harder questions later. So number three, brother GJ, what do you do if you have choices? You do the what kind of we call the process of?
It is the process of elimination po.
Yeah. So how do we do the process of elimination, brother GJ?
Okay po. So even if you have no idea what the answer to a question is, it's most likely that you know what isn't the answer. For multiple choice pop quiz questions po, use the process of elimination. So you can narrow down the answers down to two choices po. So you have a 50-50 shot of getting it right. Even if you can't eliminate any potential answers, take a guess anyway. You won't earn any points for a blank answer, so it's best to put something down po.
Yes. Okay. Very good. So if you have four choices, for example, A, B, C, and D, so if you know that letter A is not correct, so that is already 75%, you know. If you know that letter B is not correct, so that is 50%. You're almost correct. So your choices are now C and D. So between C and D, which is the correct answer? So that is called the process of elimination. So if you choose C, if that is the correct answer, then you get 100% correct. But if it's wrong, then at least you have 50%. Okay. So of the choices. So that's the process of elimination. That's how you answer questions that you are not really sure of. Right. Next, number four, tip is to double check your work. Make sure you leave at least a few minutes at the end of the pop quiz to quickly go over your answers. It's important to confirm you've answered every possible question and didn't accidentally miss any, especially if you answered questions out of order. Okay, so review your answers after. So usually don't change your answers if the first time you know that this is for example letter A, then when you review you think like most likely this is the letter B. So if you're in doubt, don't change. Okay, so if you're not really sure for your answer, do not change your answer. Okay, what subject you find easy and what are those you find difficult? Let us see. What subject you find easy, Sister Ansi?
A subject that I usually find easy is science po,
Mm,
and at times po I find math hard po.
okay, okay. Math is not easy, huh? All right. What about the rest? Okay, science. Why do you like science, Sister Ansi? What is uh, about science that you like? The
I really
experiments?
like learning. Yes po, the experiments po. We do it at times at school po. It's really fun po.
Mm, that's awesome. Okay, what grade are you in now?
Fifth grade po. I'm gonna
Fifth.
graduate po, and then next year I'll be six po. Because
Okay.
here in Brazil po, you graduate when you're fifth grade po, not six.
Oh, okay. Good job. Okay. You graduate from the primary, right? It's primary or elementary?
Elementary po. Next year po I'll be high school po, I think.
Oh, okay. It's high school. Okay, good job. Thank you. Okay, what about Sister Ayla? Which is easy or difficult for you? What subject?
One subject that is easy for me, since I'm homeschooled, you guys probably won't have this subject, but in our house we do Bible study.
Oh,
It's one of
good.
my favorites to
Good
do.
job. Yes. Yeah, I know you're homeschool and yeah, Bible studies is very good. It's good to learn Bible history, right? The stories in the Bible. That is awesome. All right. Good, good, Sister Ayla. What about you? Who else would like to share? Sister Kate, what is easy and what is difficult for you?
Uh, What's easy for me, I would also do your sister Ansi, which is science, but specifically physics po. And
Mhm.
what's hard for me is math a bit po.
Math. Okay. So, you have physics. What grade are you in? Or yes,
Right. Since um I started my year eight po. I mean, what my first week of year eight po.
You have physics already.
Opo.
Wow, that's advanced.
Thank
What
you.
is it in physics that you like?
Mm, I like their theories po and how we also use a little bit of calculating and the when we do the experiments as well po. How we find out
Hmm.
like gravity is like the forces like pull twist like that.
Wow. Awesome. That's good.
Thank you po.
Awesome. Good job. Wow. You are talented, smart kids, huh? Okay. What about brother GJ? What is easy and difficult?
What I found easy po in sub in terms of subjects po is my gym class po, but what I found difficult po was my science po.
Science. Okay. What was easy, brother GJ again?
My gym class po.
Gym? What was that? Gym or gem?
Gym po.
What is that? What is that? Exercise?
Yes po. So we also so in not always exercising po, but sometimes we learn about health. So we learn about the proper diet po, how to take care of our bodies, etc. po.
Oh, nice. That's the first time I heard about that class. Gym? It's GYM?
Personal fitness actually po.
Ah, personal fitness. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's a PE in our physical education during my time. Okay. What about Sister Alec? What's easy? What's difficult?
For me, but it's the complete opposite for Sister Kate. I find physics quite difficult for me, but then I find math like a lot easier, but because in math, but it's kind of just like the same thing, like over and over again, but in different scenarios. But so you really just have to keep on practicing different questions. But with physics, but it's more like you really have to like think about it, but which is like a lot much
Mm, awesome. That's good to know. Uh, Math. Good. Yeah, math is a perfect science, they call it. Yeah, it's absolute, they call it. So all you have to do, yeah, for example, four times four is what? 16, right? So there's no other answer except 16. So it's exact science. You cannot you cannot make a mistake. There's no other answer. So what? Nice, nice to know. What about Sister Michaela? What is easy and what is difficult for you?
I do better in language arts and ELA, but I struggle in math book.
Hmm. Okay, language and arts. Yes, some of us are really good in numbers. Some of us are really good in arts. So that's the way we are being trained. But you can train yourself with math. You should not be scared of math, of numbers, because the thing is you have to have a good foundation. So if during your elementary years you don't know about addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, that is your foundation. So don't rely on your phones for the answers, right? Because you have your gadgets now. So, for example, some kids, you're being asked like 10 divided by 2. Can you use your mental computation? Or do you have to use your phones for the answers? Yes or no? Sister Tintin.
No po.
What is no? You cannot use a phone? I mean, what do you use? Can you do it mentally? Can you compute mentally for your subtraction, division? Yes?
Ah, yes po.
Yes, okay. Try to have that, okay? The basic is you memorize the multiplication table. Okay, that is very basic. So don't rely on your phones or your gadgets to be able to multiply and divide. Okay? All right. So you have to just practice, practice, practice for math. Yeah, for science and for other subjects, you have to read a lot. Read, 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 read. Okay? Okay, good job. So in translation, 10:58. So we have no more time. Okay, let's just have one activity for um let's see for the Q. Anybody for country? Is there any country that starts with Q? Yes, Sister Tintin.
Qatar po.
Qatar. It's called Qatar, not Qatar, I think. It's Qatar. Very good. Okay. What about fruits? Do we have fruits and vegetables that starts with letter Q? Yes, brother Sean.
Is it Queens?
Yeah, place is Queens, Queens, New York. Yeah, Sister Alec. That's correct, brother.
Quinoa po.
Quinoa. Yeah, very good. Quinoa. That's one. Animal. What about animal? Do you have animal that starts with Q? Yes. Brother Killen.
Queen and
What is it? Queenland.
Queen
What is it, Michaela?
He said Queen Anne's Pot.
Ah, queen ants. Oh, okay. All right. Another animal or a bird? Yes, Sister Ayla.
Quail.
Quail. Okay, very good. Okay, so we have no more time. Brother GJ will give us the extra. Thank you so much for joining INC Radio Little Lambs.
To all our listeners, thank you for tuning in. If you really enjoyed our show, don't forget to click like and share. And if you haven't subscribed yet to INC Radio, click to the subscribe button below. See you next Saturday and let's find out what happened to our Bible characters. Stay tuned for Biblia ang sasagot.